life had completely changed.
Cool.
I'd gone from being pretty much unknown in the fitness industry to, I was in magazines, I was appearing on TV, a bunch of stuff. My income had it was close to trebled in that time.
Yeah.
Just lots of the goals that I set myself. So at the 100, 87 of them actually came true for me. Right?
Awesome.
So it was fantastic. My life changed because I'd set goals in every area of my life, not just one.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was my first kind of inkling into the power of mindset and how far it can take you when you get really clear on what you want. And it was great. And so these kind of separate components, they formulate into a thing that we call the power principles, right? So for the performance, mindset, optimal alignment, water intake, energy balance and endocrine function, rest, recovery, regeneration, right? So power principles. We started applying the power principles across the board to all of our clients. And without fail, every client that applied the power principles, they suddenly got their results. They weren't just a bit above the industry norm. They suddenly exploded. The results were crazy different, and not just the results, but the experience people were having to get in the results was very, very different. And so that was fantastic, and that led to a lot of publicity. It led to a lot of success for the studios. And it also led off the back of that to other trainers asking me what the hell I was doing. So, how are you making this stuff work? And that was how my other company, Fit System Training, got born, because people then wanted to learn about the KCA and they wanted to learn about the elimination diet.
Yeah.
They wanted to learn about my mindset kind of stuff. So I created courses and seminars and workshops for Fit Pros, which then have escalated over time. Now I've trained thousands of Fit Pros from all around the world.
Yeah.
Not just Fit Pros though, that's included acupuncturists, massage therapists, nutritionists, doctors, neurologists, kind of PhDs, you name it. People have come through the program to, I guess, learn how, you've been on my courses. One of the things I guess I specialize in is taking very complicated subject matter and making it sound really simple and really applicable.
You need to for me.
I guess I've been very fortunate enough to see the simplicity on the far side of the complexity. So what I really, really enjoy doing is taking topics where people are stuck, looking at why they're stuck, and it really only comes down to a handful of reasons. In any area, you're stuck for pretty much the same reasons over and over again.
Yeah.
Figuring out why they're stuck and then helping them to create simple solutions. So my business over the years, I've worked with, multi-platinum selling kind of pop stars, world record-breaking polar explorers, kind of actors, actresses, CEOs of Fortune 500 companies, royalty, kind of you name it.
Yeah.
I've been in pretty much every UK magazine. Some months I've got more page coverage than kind of the celebrities.
That's crazy. I mean, I've seen your timeline with all the magazines and that. Yeah, I mean, that's awesome.
I remember the kind of the reigning glory was I got a 4-page spread in Grazia on a week where Angelina and Brad only got a page.
Oh, bless them.
So yeah, I mean, I work with very high-end clients myself. My company generally tends to work with high-end, but not necessarily. They're not necessarily kind of all millionaires and billionaires kind of thing, but high-end being, I guess you would say, the affluent, like people with a bob or two.
Yeah.
But obviously that's not a criteria to come and work with them. It's just that kind of that they generally tend to be the kind of people who are very, very serious about their results, and that's the most important criteria for working with my team is, are you serious about change?
Yeah.
We now operate off a system called the 3 MAPS, and our MAPS approach again, so if you trace back everything I've said so far, it's nearly always been a finger in the eye to the health and fitness profession and the exact opposite of what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
Kind of everyone else is talking about calories, we're saying, hey, don't worry about calories. Everyone else is talking about have one goal, and we're saying have 100. Everyone else is talking about kind of, and we're saying don't just do it, kind of you need to have your body assessed before you even start, right?
Yeah.
Now with the 3 MAPS approach, the 3 MAPS is essentially this idea that clients aren't stupid, and they're not weak-willed, and they're not self-sabotaging, and it's not a case that they don't want it bad enough. The news story is that simply clients are lost.
Yeah.
Okay. Clients are lost. They've been following so many different people's maps that they haven't got a bloody clue where they are on their own map anymore. They don't know who they are, what their life's about, any of these things. So it's not about being stupid or any of these kind of things. It's about being lost. And the 3 maps approach is a way to help clients not only get found, but stay on the path for far longer. And the kind of the undercurrent story about working with me and my team is this: we don't believe that anyone will ever develop the body and the life they love while forcing themselves to do things they hate.
Yeah.
Right. So, and this has been the experience of most clients, right? And kind of probably yours as well, Rob. Right. So,
yeah.
You think about it. They smash themselves on the 30-day transformation program.
Yeah.
Which means that they spend half the time hungry and can't wait to kind of get back to eating the way they always ate, and they spend half the time sore and knackered and kind of spending half their time sweaty and in training clothes. And all that person is thinking about the entire time is, I can't bloody wait till this is over.
Yeah.
Right? Well, since when was a model to have somebody love something and love their body and love the workouts and love the way they eat?
Yeah.
Actually hate every minute of it. And that's what our industry does.
Yeah, I mean, I've obviously seen it because you work on a one-to-one basis with your clients. Obviously, my model is a lot different where it's group training. But yes, I've seen them traits in people where they've done 28 days. They've done absolutely awesome. You know, some of them got awesome results. And then, like you say, it's kind of, can't wait to get back to the chocolate cake, can't wait to get back to having the coffee and, you know, doing all these things. And then 2 months later, you'll see them come back, do exactly the same thing. And like you said, it's motivational for a while, but it's not transformational. So within the business model now, I've said, look, this is what we want you to do. But if you're finding it too difficult and you're not enjoying the process, then we'll go down like just bringing a weekly habit. You know, therefore, at the end of this, you've got, you know, if you decide not to stay on and you want to, you kind of want to go away, at least you've got 4 good habits that you can kind of put into your lifestyle. Yes, the results won't be as good, but at least it's been more transformational rather than a quick change and then you're kind of going back to where you want to, you know, where you were before you started this.
Absolutely, because the thing is, it's so damaging to your self-esteem for that to happen. To see yourself get improvements and into backsliding and having to keep struggle for that over and over again.
Yeah.
It actually really damages a person's self-esteem, a person's belief in themselves, a person's belief in what's possible for them.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's the one part that most of the industry is just simply not addressing, and we don't realise it because, you know, personal trainers, they don't get into this to beast people and give people a hard time, but that's kind of where we end up.
Yeah.
Kind of where we buy into the story, the kind of the big story that we're a better trainer the harder we train a person. We're a better trainer the sorer they get and the more restrictive we make things and the tougher the workout is, right?
Yeah.
And when you think about it, it doesn't make sense. Most of the people that we work with, they had a pretty crappy experience of PE and stuff in school, right?
Yeah. That was me.
Well, they obviously didn't come forward into their adult life with a joy of exercise and a joy of health.
Yeah.
And yet what we're trying to do is we're trying to treat people who have kind of voted over the years that this isn't for me. And we suddenly get them on. They find one day something clicks in their mind and they say, today is the day I'm going to give it a go. And our only answer to them is to essentially try and treat them like athletes from day one.
Yeah.
Like smash them into the... People who love training love being smashed into the... I love training. When I work out, I really enjoy working out hard.
Yeah.
Right? I love going for the burn. I love feeling huffy and puffy and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
But like most personal trainers, I'm a bit of a pervert like that, right?
Yeah.
It's a perverted way of thinking. It's not a normal way of thinking.
Yeah.
It's an athlete set.
Yeah.
And we're trying to train people that are clearly athletes and never thought of themselves that way. And we're trying to apply an athlete model to them, and we're wondering why it's failing them.
Yeah.
So, you know, my model is really about, you know, in many respects, it can sound like it's too soft. It's like, kind of, it sounds all poncy and it kind of